everybody? Welcome back. I am Oz. This is your pal Pee-wee, and these guys, we'll let you meet them here in a minute. But we are here for another, what do we call it? Couch tuning. And this is the all sunset, because we're all from Sunset.
That's
so
right.
This is not an XB one.
No.
Joe, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Joe, treasurer, Chicago. I got a bag-embodied S10 that's being rewired for car audio right now. It's probably actually my first time seeing you guys on your couch. It's creepy. But,
You used to it.
Yeah, I like loud music and things that drag and these people around me, so hi.
Hi.
That's
Yeah,
Brian.
Hi. I'm Brian Bennett. I'm the... No.
He's a robot. I am a robot.
30 minutes of this?
Yes.
I am the chapter president of this motley crew.
We're in Illinois, by the way. Just
Yes, we're in Illinois.
We are the Illinois chapter.
Yes, we are the Illinois chapter. Thank
Mostly.
you. Stop stepping on my beep.
You can say penis.
Penis. But anyways, I drive a bag custom Isuzu Hombre crew cab. Yeah, it's a fun one. It's a big.
Lanyard.
It's longer than my extended cab full size.
Feels-
Well, it's the same length as my crew cab 16 Silverado. I park them side by side. They go bumper to bumper.
She's a big bird.
Dude, that thing feels like a land yacht.
It
Seriously.
is, but man,
it's-
let me tell you, with the new tires on it, I can do dang near 90 miles an hour.
Did you
And
get
the
the,
speed and the
Down the hill with the
speedometer.
wind at your back.
No,
did you get the speedometer thing situated?
it's within 5 miles.
Cause that freaked the shit out of me.
Running on 16s.
He's asleep. I'm fucking driving. I'm like, all of a sudden the car's slowing down. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh no,
What the fuck?
it doesn't just slow down. It like.
Yeah, it like real.
Like a near stall.
Yes, like a near stall, because it hits at 95.
Yes.
And actually, it's not even true 95. It's just whatever the needle, when the needle hits 95 on the dash cluster,
Yeah.
which at that point in time, I think it was like
With
only
your
like
wheels, you're doing
75,
like 70,
78.
72, yeah.
Now I can actually get above 80 because I checked it with my speedometer app that I have on my phone. And,
Are you drinking your water?
Yeah, I'm drinking
yeah, I was
water.
I mean,
pretty slick.
he's got a man bun. What else do you expect? It should be a seltzer at
God.
least. Jesus.
Oh my god.
So, this is what it's like when you're hanging out with your club mates, and this is what it should be.
Yeah, we're sharp.
Because, it's testosterone.
We're short.
And then you pick
Oh.
one guy that takes the beat down all the time, and that guy has.
I mean, that person usually, in their defense, picks themselves.
What
That's
did
not-
you expect
Oh,
when you
wait,
showed up?
but it hasn't always been you. Shane gets picked on too.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hi, Shane. You're not here, but shout out to Shane. Okay.
That's the other guy in our
So,
chapter that's not here.
What we normally do is we talk about whatever, but one of the things that we've tried to talk about is the club thing. There's a lot of people out there that don't quite understand the club thing. I think, and even I watched some videos on it, and it depends on what type of club it is, because obviously we're.
Well, what do you want it
show
to be? There has to be a direction for it. Not all chapters of everything's going to be the same, but there has to be a direction in mind. You can't just kind of sit together and be like, we're going to be a chapter in a club. It's going to go all over. It's
Right.
What do you want to do? And you have to have similar minds or ideas or agreements.
And
to
that's
it.
what I want to get through to people with a lot of this, is because when they, it's one thing to have your name on jackets or whatnot. It's another thing to take it to a little bit further. Where we're in a club here that's worldwide,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of people don't quite understand that, and it's a real honor to be a part of this club, and it's great to have everybody. And hey, like later on we're filming with George, who's coming from Florida, and
Yep.
it's kick ass to be able to pull into a town and be like, hey, I know
Yeah,
something.
and some of the Indiana people come to my house going to the airport, some close to O'Hare, just kind of meeting up with people throughout, going, I was at Mini Nets last year and just hanging out with around the country. We do Camp and Drag every year that's got just copious amounts of people from all over the place.
Well, it's like that first year that I took Jim down to LST
For sure.
with me, and it was the first time he ever met the Texas guys. And since I had lived down there, everybody that was there, I still knew. So, but I mean, they welcomed him in like he'd been part of the Texas chapters, and
Yeah.
Oh, half was like the year I went. Half the fun of LST was going to a crawfish boil and just
damn right, man.
No, that's going on tonight.
Yeah, I
Yeah, it
know,
is
and
tonight, I believe.
we're gonna miss that tonight.
Yeah, that is tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody here wishes they're at LST, so.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to make that one next year. I really want to go back. I miss it. It's been 3 years since I've been down there.
That's my
This year was the 10th anniversary of it.
It's a long ass tour.
Is it the 10-year this year?
Yes.
Dude,
it's 10
I
years
wanted
this
to
year.
go this year, and then I looked at my freaking bank account and said, "Yeah, that's not gonna-"
Your bank account said access denied. That's what happened.
There's nothing like getting tonight
The
fuel on the
service
way
is
there.
cheap. But
The
then
sad thing is, if I had went with it, I'd been fine because thanks to our government, I got more money. So
Nice.
I got mine too.
There you go.
well, and then the thing is too, it's like all the shows got screwed up this year, and it's
Well,
like,
that's been the thing, you know.
Yeah.
Even with mini truck nats, you know, you had a spot, you didn't get to go because you got moved. And all
yeah,
this
they
other
moved
shit.
it to like 8 months later, and then
Which I
this
could make that
year,
one.
5 minutes, that show sold out. I went on the 6th minute and didn't get a ticket, but I still had the vacation.
I didn't even try this year.
There was no point.
Gone.
Just like LST. LST sold out in record time this year too.
Well, here's the problem, and it looks like there's people that are doing this to make money because they're
Yeah.
they're getting it to
I
sell
really
it.
hope
It's the
that's
same
not
thing
the
you'll
case.
see in sports, like when you buy a Cubs ticket. You're
Right.
getting it from a
The
vendor.
scout-
Oh
They
yeah,
got-
there's
they
a
got
guy
their
out
5%
front
or
holding up the
10% or
tickets
their
outside of
whatever.
Wrigley. Yeah.
I mean, most tickets goes to those guys.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of scam reports this year for mini nats.
Yes.
People reporting that they're getting scammed by people trying to sell tickets, but they're not actually selling the tickets. They're just
being shitheads.
Well, and
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to bring up because I actually was listening to Our Lifestyle, and they were talking about it, and they were just talking about exactly that. And they say if you're going to do that, that you need to contact the people who are putting the show on because they know.
Oh,
Verify.
yeah. Originally, mini nets had rules about
did.
transferring tickets, and you had to do it through them.
Yeah. Well, you
And
still
I'm pretty
do.
sure it was set up
They
where you
still do.
couldn't go and scam. You couldn't
Well,
make money on
but
it.
I'm sure there's
You
going to be
could
people
get
that try to
the
get
value
around it.
of
well.
the
That's
ticket
why
no more.
mini nats came back and they posted a post. They're like, look, don't buy tickets from somebody because you
Yeah.
in order to
That's some
transfer
chick took a
tickets.
snapshot of a whatever.
Yeah, because even they said it. In order to transfer tickets, you have to clear it through them. They have to know
Yeah.
who it's going
well, they want your
to.
information
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, they want to make sure it's the right person. They don't want people.
Which
getting
is what I
shit
was
on.
trying to get you to
Yeah.
do the year before. But, you know, be careful with that stuff out there, guys. If you're doing these shows, make sure that you go through the right channels because we don't want to see anybody. We all work hard for our money, and you don't want to get fucked out of it. So.
Contact the promoters. I mean, I'm sure they're getting questions all the time. They're prepared to answer it. There's no bullshit there. That's straight
Well,
to the source.
Right.
Here's what it is. We're
And
not-
do that
Already beat
beforehand.
a bill.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get an upgraded camping spot for the motorhome this year.
Oh, you pussy.
Oh yeah. Good luck with that. Good
Hey,
luck
I
with
keep
get-
having generator
good
issues.
Luck. Good luck with getting a
stop
spot
needing a
in
generator.
modern
Yeah,
camper.
Yes, let me tell my CPAP, my freaking my
Lithium battery,
sleep
baby.
disorder.
Lithium battery. Jump that bitch.
You don't
wanna
need to
jump
sleep in camper drag.
Drink more. Pass out.
That's how I sleep at camping.
Yes, but when I stop breathing,
We call for a
Just
fucking
have a couple of his brownies.
oh, his brownies.
You mean the
I mean, it
brownies
worked.
that
You
killed
mean-
the raccoons?
It worked on the raccoons. First year, these little bastards never came.
So,
my brownies.
if you guys have ever been to camping drag, the raccoons are very. How would you say they're fucking
Aggressive?
aggressive? They will.
intelligent?
They're not people shy.
They will come and steal. We were sitting there and they were trying to get in a cooler
Yeah, broad daylight, little
in broad
bastards.
daylight. So Joe had brought some special brownies, and I think
Like-
you
like
and I got
A
one.
large thing of special
We had
brownies.
one each, and then the raccoons got them, and they never bothered
It
us
was a
again.
3-day weekend pouch of brownies.
Well,
I turn around and get back in
The
like
sad thing is they may be waiting for us now.
they expected.
I know.
I want some more brownies!
If that's all it takes, I'll break it up in pieces like little birds and feed them.
Hey.
Hey, go, buddies.
On day one,
Yeah,
never
just-
see them the rest of the weekend
After last
See you guys
year,
in a
they
week.
can have mine.
because they're
because I-
hiding in a freaking fallen
Yeah,
tree
we
somewhere,
didn't have,
stoned off their mind.
Outside of the 1 day of daylight and when the brownies went missing, we didn't see the raccoons again. Like they were gone.
Who the hell is that?
So I mean, we may have to try that again and just kind of get a little brag going on. It works
And
well.
this is the shit that goes on in clubs like this.
Right. It's all about the debauchery and the bullshit, you know, that goes
Random
on.
conversations.
Yeah, it's not just parking next to each other at a show. I know there's been so many different clubs throughout the years that have, you get people jumping in for a sticker. They want to sit there and look cool for that Photoshop, or they want, oh look, I'm going to this show and nothing else. They show up randomly.
They don't understand the personal level of it.
Yeah,
they see
there's
on the
gotta
surface
be
of
a
it. They
thing
don't
here.
understand.
I haven't seen these guys since July.
I know it's
Because
so
of-
fun. It's
because
like it's,
because of COVID,
COVID.
and everything else.
Well, you're also 3 hours away.
Yes, but COVID definitely didn't help. I normally don't care about the drive.
Yeah. No, it's been a challenge, and I'm sure like other ones, there's
think
challenges
every
through
club is
chapters and
a
keeping
challenge.
everybody together. But I mean, it's camaraderie. These are friends.
Oh,
It's
and
keeping
that's
up.
it.
Hey, dude, what are you up to? And trying to motivate each other from across the state. Hey, man, what do you got going? Oh, that was cool, and just keep going with
For
it.
sure, and that's another big thing is you do vibe off of everybody because if one person's, Joe's over here working in the garage, you're like, fuck, I don't want to fall behind. So you fucking get out in the garage and doing shit and you vibe off each other because, hey, you don't want to show up at the show by yourself. You want to be with your friends and your brothers. So, it's a huge thing to be able to get that from each other and keep going. And you push each other
Absolutely.
because, we do it to Pee Wee all the time.
yeah. I'm getting pushed right. I was getting pushed 10 minutes ago. That's all
We're not
right.
done yet. Keep pushing.
I know we're not done yet at all.
But that's it, and you get into it, and you do, because we all get our own little comfort.
Comfort zone. You get your safety blanket. I
Yeah.
mean, you need people out there. How many times when we painted my Civic did we sit there and just walk around and be like, oh, I kind of want this. Like, oh, do bigger, go more, go this.
Oh, that's like
And
that
then
one
next year
time I
going,
left
oh, just
that-
throw some
that
more
Rat
fucking
Rod
flavor on it,
magazine
man.
here,
And
I
just
threw it on
throw
the
it at
counter,
end,
just-
there it goes.
Right, and that's
Interesting.
exactly it. Again, you vibe off each other, and then having those people around. Even with Pete here, we drug Pete into filming with us, and he's taken off on the pages that we've got, and it
Yeah, it's
just, dude, I
popping.
vibe off of it, and that's. Once somebody's got that motivation, you can't have that motivation all the time.
It's
And-
hard,
And when you slow down, and then you have your brothers over there, and they're like going at you, like, wait a minute, I gotta fucking get back, and you right
Absolutely.
back into it.
Well, it's like when you bring your projects to people's houses. Like, we'll do the rag top here. We did the headliner at Brian's house. You're going to roll my fenders out. It's just
Well, and,
stuff
and
like
that's
that.
the other part about it that's big too is, like Pee Wee, he fucks around with wood all the time, and I don't have any idea how to deal with
He
wood.
said
No
wood.
splinters, nice and smooth.
He said wood.
Are you going to have that box figured out, or do I got to come over there and give you a
I
hand?
can build a box.
When are you going to build my box?
It's done. I just have to finish it.
What are you gonna fill his box?
You've been
with?
saying that
If
for how
it's
long?
done, how is it not finished?
It's almost
See what I'm
done.
talking about? There's
It's
always
almost
that
done.
one guy. He's been saying it's almost done for 6 months.
I brought it over here and it was ready. You can put the speakers in and go. We just got to put the extra toppings on it. to
So it needs
finish.
I needed extra toppings.
I'll get it to you. I actually will get it to you.
But
It's in
that's-
the foyer of my
It's
front
exactly what we're talking about. You don't know how to weld. Somebody else does this, that, and the other thing. And it takes, it's just like a family, dude. It takes everybody to build things, and that's what's nice about it. And you get everybody together, and you're like, okay, hey, man, I feel like pinstriping something. All right, cool, fucking here, you can do my car. And go on from there. Or, Joe, hey, I need some gauges, dude. I got some fucking sitting here collecting dust. Boom, here you go.
Oh, we pawn off parts like that all the time. Oh, you need one of these? I got one of those. Here, I'll bring it over. It's
Dude,
like-
I fucking was sitting there this morning. I was cleaning out rail and box, and I'm going through there. I got a whole fucking interior thanks to you that I didn't even know I fucking had. I'm
Yeah.
like, shit, that's new. I don't have pillars for you, otherwise I would hook you up.
I can get him.
I got a whole
That's
other
the other
front-
thing. I seem to be the guy who knows to work the junkyard system because I'm sure everybody in this club has gotten parts from me at least one time.
I got a whole front clip.
You got a whole front clip.
I just need
You
another
got-
bed.
I'm
Just
not
to
even gonna bother count everything.
put in
you
the
got.
shed.
I got you stuff for the Civic. That seems to be one of my knacks. I know how to find
I
stuff.
still need the trim for my windows.
Hey, I got parts for you.
He's the junkyard
Okay.
guru.
From
like
the
parts.
Civic.
Okay.
They're around here somewhere.
God, there's more Civic parts here? Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
What
Oh, wait,
hasn't
no, I
come
think-
through this garage?
I don't know. A lot.
That
There's
toy.
been a lot.
Yeah, it hasn't come through it. It got stuck.
It made it in, it ain't made it out.
Hey, man, like, get that fucking thing out of here, will you?
Pretty hard, pretty hard.
But I had it. I pushed that fucking thing around. I'm pushing it one day. I'm like cleaning out the garage. I'm like in a pressure wash. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna move that. I fucking push it, and I'm like, come get your fucking shit. And then I'm like, oh, this is a good friend of mine. I can't do that.
Yeah.
So, but you know, what else we got to talk about for club
Well,
shit?
I mean, you put this all together. I think this year's going to be pretty cool. I'm sure, like everybody else that's in the snow belt, which now includes Texas, is excited about the upcoming show season. I mean, COVID, no matter what you feel about it,
Excited is an understatement,
Right, I
dude.
mean-
I am so looking forward to this year.
And it's just going out and doing shit.
Exactly.
Just because hanging in parking lots. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. And we've talked about this in depth. That's stuff I miss. I've been doing this, God, since I was a teenager. It's 20-some years.
Right.
I mean, 90s mini truck and sitting in parking lots. Just
Well, it's
chilling.
just
being
in the parking
goofballs.
lot.
That's
I hit up
what it
Ivan
is.
from fucking Envious, and I'm like, dude, I miss you guys so
Cars
fucking
and Coffee,
much.
they got one coming up.
Oh,
I
cool.
work on a Sunday, but they got one coming in a couple weeks.
Cool. But even those guys, I'm like, dude, I haven't seen you guys in so
Yeah.
fucking long, and
I can't even
Yeah,
remember
the
the
clubs,
last time I
friends,
saw the
guys.
envious guys.
See what everybody's been working on. I know there's a lot of people been in garages, excited to see
Yeah,
the
let's
stuff.
see who got anything done and who didn't. I think I'm gonna be one of those guys.
I worked on this.
I mean, you've definitely gone to a
Haven't
He got
we
into
all?
shape. He got
The
into
sad,
shape.
the sad thing
Round
is,
is a shape.
I was right.
Yes, round is a
I
shape.
was
I
right
tell
in
myself
there
that
at
every
the
morning
COVID
when I
thing,
put my
and I
pants
was
on.
lost
So's
weight.
hair.
and
It's called
boom.
the COVID 20 for a reason.
Goddamn couch.
Round is a shape too.
It's this fucking couch. You put the couch in the garage, you fucking use it.
Moral of the
up.
story is if
Ah,
you're not
just
getting anything
fucking
done, don't put a couch in your garage.
Yeah.
Put a vehicle in there.
It's behind them. And I just turn the TV on, and I'm like, oh,
Oh, yeah.
dude, I don't feel like doing anything.
It becomes a man cave.
But anyway,
But yeah, I think you're going to see a lot this year. You're going to see a lot of shows that have been kind of 3/4 full before now. I think are going to be just
Oh, I
maxed
think
out.
everything's getting hit max
everywhere.
capacity. this
Everything's
year.
just going to be lines of everything just because
well,
it's been too long for even just local city guys getting together.
let's
And
talk
these-
about this, okay? We talk about shows because we go to them.
Right.
A lot of these guys don't understand what a mini truck show is.
planning. It's a lot of planning.
Well,
What a mini truck show is or was.
well, we're talking to a lot of people out there, especially the people that are.
That's too good.
But
29's all we had for minutes, man.
Yes, because mini truck shows of the past.
Well, hey, we had to tame it down.
We get arrested for that shit.
When you're driving
Yeah, we
around
would
in
now.
golf carts with your daughter and there's a butthole in front of you, you're like, and when I say butthole, I mean you're seeing
Like
the
a
strip.
legitimate butthole.
Butthole.
Yeah.
None of
One
these
whole
shows, they're not the party atmosphere they were 10 years ago.
Yeah, but we also
It's
got
just-
away with stupid shit. You kind of can't anymore. I mean,
I don't know how we got away with holding cars back from doing burnouts in fucking Indy Truck Bash hotels.
ITB, man. I had a S10 extended cab. We turned into a pool doing like 30 down the road. It's traffic for miles. Guy next to me's rear-ended in the club. We're in a fight in the middle of it. Now you're put away for life for shit like that now. I mean, before it was like, oh, hurry up, go. And we're done here.
There's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
few shows
Well,
that still let the
shit,
party
I think the
atmosphere
only
happen.
time I saw anybody at Indy Truck Bash get in trouble, there was somebody that had fucking weed or something and got busted Friday night, and their car sat there all weekend.
They had one year we were doing, was it Donuts and Burnouts, one of the rain years. I think that's the year, like, it
That's the year.
stupid.
That's the
I don't
year
remember
that
that.
Camp and Drag changed forever.
no, we're talking
No,
about
this
Indy
is-
Truck
this is-
Bash.
Oh
ITV,
yeah,
this
well,
is
I think
long
any
ago.
incident like that is
Oh
when,
yeah,
is
well,
when
and they
it's
got
done.
crazy, and I think that's kind of to Brian's suggestion a moment ago. That's what killed a lot of it is fucking idiots. You saw was that big white truck at LST last year being an idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, how many fuckboys do you see in your city sitting there revving engines doing burnouts with the cops sitting there like, you guys can't hang here anymore? Well, thanks, you just
Well,
You,
ruined it.
you
And that's-
guys see the picture from day one of LST this year?
No.
Some
No.
guy hit. Remember those poles? They went.
That
the
telephone
exit.
pole? Yeah.
The exit. There's the telephone poles are right down the middle of the driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy hit it with his freaking dually, his tow rig. Freaking snapped the pole over.
Yeah, the power's gone.
Day one.
That's right. That's what that was.
Day one of LST.
Well, didn't
So,
one year
I mean,
someone's
literally,
car get
he
totaled,
hit it
like,
square.
coming out of the
Which
show?
means he
But
wasn't
I'm
paying
really-
attention
I'm
at
talking about
all.
the show cars with the people in them being idiots.
Well, so let's
I
back
mean,
it up
he's
here a little
trying.
bit. You know, a lot of these guys are only seeing the parking lot shows, and we're talking about shows that
People travel.
we
across the
travel
country.
cross country for.
Yeah.
We're talking 2-3 day shows and hanging out in hotel parking lots Wow, that's freaking
That's
loud.
really loud.
Hanging out in parking lots after the freaking show closes for the night.
Taking over a restaurant with your whole club.
Yeah, for hours. I mean, you
And-
hang
and
The
out.
whole back half of Fuddruckers.
Which I think they were
That's
there
their-
again
that's
last
tonight.
year.
They
Yesterday.
did.
Yesterday.
That
That was
hotel
yesterday.
parking lot that dropped and destroyed was
Dropped and
nuts.
Destroy was a great time at the party.
There was
The show
half,
was
because
there.
3/4 of the show was at that hotel.
Yeah.
And it's like the show just went from here over to here.
Well, and that's what it
Guys to
was.
talk to from there.
You would,
Oh, yeah.
you would go to the show, like Indie Truck Bash back in the day. You would go to the show to do something during the day, and it was all about the hotel party after that.
Cruise Fest. That's way back when. That was
I didn't
local.
ever make
Oh
Cruise
man,
Fest.
that was local to me. I was dating growing up. Cruise Fest was stupid. It was basically camp and drag way back when.
It was camping on public roads. Is
It was at what is it, Montgomery County Fairgrounds, and it was a 3-day show, and it got fucking dangerous at the end of it. But it was a year long. I mean, it would weekends.
Well, it's
fucking
at a point now
great
with mini
time.
truck shows where they're basically, you can bring your family for the most part.
Well, it's like,
for
I
most
mean,
shows.
Mini Nats. Yeah, Mini Nats. The show itself is good, but most people like going because the town
But you
Yeah.
cruise.
lets you
The
cruise
town,
and drag.
the thing with mini Nats, the big appeal is that it's pretty, and the whole town invites it because the whole
yeah.
town sees a major economic boom from it. Every
Well,
all
the
restaurants
restaurant
have
that I ate at
signs
2
up
years
on
ago,
you.
Absolutely.
the restaurant I ate at 2 years ago for dinner said mini truckers welcome or welcome mini truckers, and I was like,
Yeah, that
I
wasn't
came to the
happening
right place.
10 years
When the
ago.
marquee says welcome mini truckers, I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's-
You would
yeah.
have seen that
Pigeon
fucking
Forge
10 years
before
ago.
No,
Pigeon
you would
Issues,
not.
It was the same thing. You
Well,
go to Pigeon Fortune
you would-
way back when.
I
it was
remember
the same shows.
going back to Indie Truck Bash, and we always stayed at the fucking, oh shit, what the hell was it? Red Roof Inn or whatever.
Oh, we camped.
And those fucking places, they would fucking like jack the rates up because
Oh, yeah.
afterwards they fucking had to like repave the parking lot and you know, it was fucking nuts. But that show was crazy because I remember you'd be there and like the one hotel that we were at was the fucking party one, beads throwing around, fucking boobs everywhere. The one across the way, everybody was fucking doing burnouts at. There was a highway between that people were dragging. And it was
Just
just,
live.
it was the atmosphere, dude. You know, like I said, you would go to the show and it was a good time, but it was all about that party at night.
Yep.
And the craziest thing about going to Indie Truck Bash was you would see cars here and there that are custom, but when you got there, you didn't see any normal cars.
No.
So like,
It's takeover.
then like a couple,
That's how Mini
you're on your
Nats
way
is.
home and you're like, oh wow, there's a normal car. Oh wow, there's a
Yeah.
normal car. And that's what was cool about it was just that, you know, you were immersed in it. And it wasn't just, you know, it was a mini truck show, but you had your imports, you had donks and whatever, you know, and lowriders and whatnot, and you were just immersed in it. And that's the cool thing about these shows. I know we're talking more of an import or mini truck thing. The import guys are starting to get that way.
Well, back in those days too, those shows were all mixed. You didn't have like Slammed Enough that was an import show, or the mini truck show, or the lowrider show.
I
It
like
was
the diversity.
same show. So like you're gonna have your 4-pump hydraulic dancers over here, your 64s hitting switches, and your bagged S10 over here with air cylinders on a Civic over there.
that
Just
was a-
kind of.
But you would go
It's
to
like the Texas Heat Wave.
Oh, Heat Wave
one of
is
the,
definitely
one of the
like
longest
that.
running shows that Texas has had. Like 20-something years now, man. I think 25, 26.
Are they still running Heat Wave?
Reminiscent,
Yeah, they are. They run multiple of them, but the one in Austin, the one that they call specifically Texas Heat Wave, and you go to that one, and it's the same. Like you talk about ITV, go to that one. You're there for the show, but you're more looking forward to what's going to happen afterwards at the surrounding hotels or the drag sessions that the old production people like laid out video or domination and stuff like that. We're trying to set up so they get dragging footage at the show and.
Well, and that brings up another good point is we didn't talk about that is one of the things that you do in going to back in the day it was more to get in the magazine coverage, but now the video companies are out there and now there's so many YouTube channels and whatnot. You're there to get your car in something somewhere.
Yeah, some sort of social media spotlight of some sort. Everybody's got an Instagram account. Everybody's going to break
Right.
the internet today.
Right.
But I mean, everybody does. We all go out. I mean, I'm not a huge picture whore, but yeah, I like my picture getting taken when I got the toy.
Oh, hell yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, it
you
makes
get a good
it
feeling. You
makes
see
me
it online,
grin
like,
ear
oh,
to ear
yeah.
when I see it.
Well, and it's
Either on somebody's video or somebody else's page that I didn't have to post.
well, and that's what
Laid Out Apparel posted my car one time.
Hey,
was like,
I whore my truck out all the time.
hey, that's why we do that shit. But it's amazing to get that, and you know, you go and you see your car in the background and whatnot, and you know, I remember way back in the day, it was always about getting a mini truck and
Yeah, getting magazines. I mean, now it's a social feature now. I mean, I'm sure we all reminisce about paper and flipping pages and seeing next month like, oh my God, this made it. You're at the show like, man, we really saw that one too. That was really cool. But I mean, now it's quick. I mean, instant access.
Well, yeah, and it's instantly forgotten. But
Yeah.
with the cool thing, you know, and I wish you guys know the feeling, how it is to have your car in print because it's fucking there. You know, and
It's really a lifestyle.
Oh,
This
it's
is
so
all lifestyle.
awesome. Let me tell you. I got it twice in 1 year and it was great.
I have that issue
You
somewhere.
okay? You gonna make it?
Oh, I might have to go clean my boxers, but okay.
He's in front of you, not me. So
I'm not
Duck, Oz, duck.
turn the hat backwards.
Hey, one of the things I always wanted to do from a teenager when I first got my first S10, in the back of my head was to get into Mini Trucker Magazine. That's what I wanted. I didn't care if it was show coverage or freaking one page or feature. What I wanted it to be in there. And then of course Mini Trucking went away. But All Time Low Magazine is kind of picked up.
They filled the void.
They picked up the baton, and
really
I
think
think
they
they're
did fill the
running
void.
with it pretty well.
They're
I
going
got
to the
news
current
for you.
generation,
And
I think they're really.
and I
Shout out.
got lucky that they liked my truck enough to feature it.
I mean, it was just blocking the other vehicles with its length.
Yes, unless you're a freaking safari van
it's this
that rolls
long.
wheels.
It's
And
a
they
black
parked the
club,
safari
it's
van
bright
with
red.
because it had
with
a
a teardrop
trailer.
trailer
Yeah.
that matched it.
Finally
They
something
park
they
it in
did.
front of
You know what? They really put baby in the corner.
They did. My God, I was buried.
Well done,
We were
Pete.
buried
Well
behind
done.
a van. You couldn't
I
see his
remember-
white van behind the other white van. You couldn't see my red monster behind the van.
Yeah.
Out of context, it's bad.
You know, and you guys are older. You guys came into mini trucking like long before I did. Not long, but like before I did.
I think you were
Me?
still in diapers.
I wasn't in diapers.
Aren't you
I
still
was-
in diapers?
Yeah, but that's besides the
89,
point.
where were you?
I was shaking dice in my old man's balls, so I wasn't even
Before.
Yeah. Okay,
How
the
about
long
snake eyes?
story short is, I just wanted to hang out with people and do hood rat shit.
Well,
Well,
all I
I,
wanted
think,
to
I think
do.
that's how we all started. I mean, I think my
It's
beginning
supposed to
is-
be fun.
It was
At the end
lowrider.
of the
and we
day.
had a
is it
truck.
still fun for you, Pee-wee?
Most of the time, yeah.
I know we give you a hard time, but you know it does come around. But.
I like my
It's hard
mom
to do.
always tells us, if I didn't pick on you, it means I
Well,
don't love you.
That's exactly it, dude. If you
Really
work
had to
in a
bust
body
that shit
shop,
out.
that's how it is.
I am a dad.
Well, leave us alone.
How we doing?
21 years, my friend.
All right. Well, we got to wrap it up, guys. We're down to time here. We hope you get an idea on what it is to be in a club like this type of thing. It's not all. I don't know, Pee-wee. Is it fun for you? Is it really fun?
Yeah.
All right.
It's shenanigans.
He's the
Like
fucking
shenanigans.
whipping boy, so he can say it. It's all good. So,
Unless Shane's here, because then I just take it out all on Shane, and then
but anyway,
We still love you, Shane.
we're gonna let you guys go. So we'll see you guys later. Get back out in the garage and do some shit.
Yeah, cut it up, weld it up. Enjoy. All right.
Soundtrack, what's poppin', baby? Woo! If y'all ain't know, I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing that food stand 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped. Landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week, he had to talk with a list like this. Now we can end the story right here. But Shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing. He couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it. Branded, since the first kickflip, he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit. Cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, wouldn't stop after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here. So I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. So